Hey everybody, Connor here today at etrailer.com. Today we're going to be going over and showing you how to install the CURT Bike Rack here on our 2020 Jeep Gladiator. Our CURT Bike Rack here is going to be a great middle of the road option. It's going to have some of the features that our lower cost effective options don't have, but we also don't have some of the premium features of some of the higher end bike racks. It's definitely going to be a great starter option for those middle of the road consumers. So our bike rack here is going to be great for the whole family. We can all enjoy ourselves by hitting the trails due to the design of this bike rack, which is a differentiating feature you're probably not used to seeing on some of the other options. That we can see is the arms actually narrow here when we get to the end of the rack. So the two rearwardmost ones are going to be great for your adult bikes, whereas the two forwardmost ones, although they still can be used for adult bikes, they're going to be a little bit better suited for kids' bikes due to the narrow distance we have between the two cradles here. So with our CURT Bike Rack here, we're going to get 3 points of contact. Now, some of the more cost-effective options, they just simply have these two straps up here, and that's all the security we're going to have. But with that type of bike rack, we can get to some issues with our bike swinging back and forth swing. This has the potential to cause damage to the vehicle as well as damage to your other bikes on the rack. We're not going to, however, have any of those issues with our CURT Rack here due to the anti-sway cradles, which serves as a third point of contact and limits our side-to-side movement. These cradles here and these straps are also super easy to use. All we do is simply pull out to release them, and then we can actually just remove our bike. It's super simple and seamless. So another awesome feature of our bike rack here is the tilt-away feature. Now this is pretty easy to engage. We're going to have a clip-in pin. We'll pull the clip out, then we can remove the pin here. Once that's out, all we need to do is pull up on this handle. Then our bike rack is going to tilt out away from our Jeep. Then we can lower our tailgate. As you can see here, we have plenty of room to fully lower the tailgate. Therefore, we're not going to have any trouble getting items in and out of our bed. And once we're done in the truck bed, ready to get back on the road, all we need to do is lift the rack up into position, reinstall our pin and clip, and that's it. It's a great feature because we don't have to remove the bike rack each time we need to get in and out of the truck bed. So now we have a couple measurements here for you. The first one is going to be the distance from the edge of our bumper here to the outermost portion of the rack. That's going to be 37 inches. So that's basically going to be how much length we're adding to our vehicle. The other measurement we have for you is pretty much just a ground clearance measurement. Granted, it will be the same pretty much as the height of our trailer hitch. We also need to keep in mind about what tire size we have, because that can affect this as well. But it's still a useful measurement. In this particular application, we're going to get 18 inches. So this particular bike rack here is going to be designed exclusively for 2-inch trailer hitches. It's also going to come with a threaded hitch pin. Now what this does is it provides an extra measure of stability. If we go ahead and shake the bike rack, as you can see, it's actually moving our vehicle here. That's because the threaded hitch pin pulls the shank from our bike rack against the inside edge of the receiver tube, and provides an extra measure of security, making sure that we don't get that annoying rattle. Now we're going to go ahead and load up our bike here and take the rack out in the test course. Keep in mind, if we are only using one bike at a time, that's perfectly fine for this rack. We just need to make sure we install it on the cradle closest to the vehicle.
This is our test course. Let's start with the slalom. This shows side-to-side action, such as turning corners or evasive maneuvering. Then, onto our alternating speed bumps. This shows twisting action, such as hitting curbs, potholes, road debris, or even uneven pavement. Last of all, the solid speed bumps. This shows up and down action, such as driving through a parking lot or parking garage, or driving in and out of a driveway.
And that's going to do it for our look at the CURT 4-bike rack here on our 2020 Jeep Gladiator.